When a woman is taking advantage of you, she may use these 7 sweet lies. High-value men, take note. In the tangled web of deceit, the most pleasant lies can be the most dangerous anonymous. Modern relationships can be fraught with half-truths and hidden motives. In this episode of the Epic Stoic Journal, we're uncovering the 7 sweet lies a woman might tell when she's merely playing a role. These aren't just flattering words, they're calculated moves designed to pull at your emotions and keep you under her influence. As we reveal these deceptions, reflect on your own experiences and recognize how seeing through these lies can help you regain your self-worth. Have you ever been caught in these traps? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's navigate the road to genuine self-respect together. Number 1. Compliment. I love our conversations. When she says, I just want you to be happy, it may seem like a heartfelt expression of care. However, if you notice that she frequently uses this phrase to justify her requests or decisions, it could be a sign that she's taking advantage of you. She may claim that everything she does is for your benefit, but in reality, she's manipulating your emotions to make you feel obligated to go along with her wishes. As a high-value man, it's essential to recognize when someone is exploiting your goodwill for their own gain. Stoic teachings remind us of the importance of holding on to our values and not being swayed by emotional manipulation. In moments like these, ask yourself, does she genuinely care about your happiness, or is she using it as a means to achieve her personal goals? Imagine being in a relationship where every time you hesitate to fulfill her requests, she reminds you that she's only thinking about your happiness. At first, it may appear as though she's being selfless, but over time you realize that her concern always seems to align with getting what she wants. It's as if your happiness becomes a bargaining chip, something used to tilt the balance in her favor. This scenario is all too common in modern relationships, where one partner may subtly, or sometimes not so subtly, control the other by appealing to their sense of responsibility and care. Let's look at a real-world example. Consider a man who always agrees to his partner's demands because he believes she's acting in his best interest. She asks for favors, expects him to prioritize her needs, and justifies her actions by saying, "I'm doing this for us, for you." But in reality, her actions result in him sacrificing his own needs and desires. Ask yourself, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt compelled to do something not because it was right for you, but because someone else convinced you it was the right thing to do for them? How did that make you feel? Did it improve your well-being, or did it leave you feeling used and undervalued? These are essential questions that every high-value man must consider. A true partner will respect your boundaries, encourage your growth, and genuinely care about your happiness without expecting something in return. In the end, the lesson is clear: your happiness should not be a currency for someone else's gain. High-value men understand the importance of balance in relationships, where both partners contribute equally to each other's well-being. Stoic life lessons remind us to stay true to our values and be cautious of those who may use our kindness and care against us. By staying grounded in what truly matters to you and recognizing manipulation when it happens, you can navigate relationships with clarity and strength, ensuring that your happiness is not sacrificed for someone else's benefit. What is Stoicism if not the ability to maintain inner peace and integrity, even when facing emotional challenges? So be cautious of sweet words, my friend. Comment: I am cautious of sweet words. Number 2. Compliments about your appearance and qualities. When a woman says, "I love you," but something feels off, it's important to trust your instincts. Love, in its purest form, is a powerful emotion, but it can also be misused as a tool for manipulation when it's not genuine. Sometimes those 3 words are spoken not out of true affection, but out of convenience, manipulation, or even guilt. It's essential to remember that not every uncertain "I love you" means she's taking advantage of you. In some situations, she might say it because she feels pressured. Maybe you said it first, and she feels obligated to say it back, even if her feelings haven't fully developed. In these cases, she hopes her emotions will eventually match the words she's spoken, and she'll come to genuinely feel the love she's expressed. This situation isn't about deception, it's about navigating the complexities of evolving feelings. However, when those words are used as a weapon, when "I love you" becomes a tool, rather than a sincere expression, it's crucial to stay grounded in Stoic wisdom. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to remain calm, rational, and observant, is especially useful in matters of the heart. If she declares her love with hidden motives, perhaps seeking something from you, like money, status, or your undivided attention, it's important to step back and evaluate the situation with a clear and logical mind. This isn't love, it's manipulation. Recognizing these warning signs early on is vital to protecting your emotional well-being. Consider the story of a man who found himself entangled in such a situation. He was deeply enamored with a woman who appeared perfect on the surface. She often told him she loved him, yet her actions never seemed to match her words. She would frequently ask for favors, financial assistance, or special treatment, always reassuring him of her love. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our reactions, perceptions, and actions. If you notice that her "I love you" is consistently followed by demands, or if you sense a constant underlying expectation, it's time to reassess the relationship. Ask yourself, when she says she loves you, do you feel at peace, or does something feel wrong? Do her words align with her actions, or do you find yourself questioning her intentions? These are critical questions only you can answer, but they are necessary to protect your emotional health. Stoic happiness isn't about avoiding relationships, it's about nurturing relationships based on mutual respect, honesty, and genuine affection. Love should be a source of joy, not stress or confusion. In conclusion, while "I love you" can be one of the most beautiful things to hear, it's essential to consider the context and the person saying it. Words alone aren't enough, they need to be supported by actions that reflect true love and respect. The lesson here is simple: don't let sweet words cloud your judgment. Pay attention to how she treats you, not just what she says to you. Stoicism teaches us to value our inner peace and happiness. Number 3. Compliment: you're a great lover. True love comes from being with someone who genuinely cares for you, not someone who uses love as a tool for personal gain. Keep your heart open, but your mind sharp, and you'll find the love that truly resonates with your soul. So when she says she loves you, ask yourself, is this love, or is it something else? If these insights resonate with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue exploring the powerful influence of Stoicism together. And always remember, true love is shown through actions, not just words. The greatest threat to a man's peace isn't the storm outside, but the calm deceit within. In relationships where emotions run deep, it's easy to be swayed by sweet words. But as Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let's explore how to maintain your Stoic happiness and discern the truth behind those tempting words. In the realm of relationships, especially for those who embrace Stoicism, the ability to stay grounded amidst emotional turbulence is key. Imagine this: she looks into your eyes, her voice sweet, and tells you, "You're a great lover." It's a compliment any man would welcome, a satisfying boost to the ego. But as Stoic philosophy teaches, it's not the compliment itself that holds power, but how you respond to it. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In this moment, your Stoic mindset becomes your greatest ally. Instead of letting these words inflate your ego, take a step back and question their sincerity. Is this praise genuine? Or could there be a hidden agenda behind it? The Stoics were wary of flattery, understanding that sweet words can often conceal deeper intentions. Let's dig deeper into this scenario. A compliment about your skills in the bedroom may seem harmless, even flattering, but what if it's hiding something more? Perhaps she's trying to divert your attention from a mistake she's made, seeking forgiveness without addressing the issue. Or maybe, just maybe, she's using this praise as a tool to manipulate you into doing something that ultimately benefits her at your expense. This is the essence of winning at Stoicism, not just enduring challenges, but thriving through them. It's about holding firm to your principles, refusing to be swayed by temporary pleasures or subtle manipulations. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you let flattering words cloud your judgment, you might sacrifice your inner peace and integrity for short-term gratification. What are the consequences if you allow yourself to be blinded by these compliments? How will it impact your self-respect and the way you approach your relationships in life? A Stoic man is always on guard, questioning the motivations behind the words he hears. He knows that actions speak louder than words, and when there's a disconnect between the two, something is wrong. Seneca wisely observed, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." In relationships, this preparation takes the form of mental and emotional awareness. By preparing yourself, you reduce the chances of being caught off guard by manipulative tactics. A woman telling you that you're the best lover she's ever had might seem like an opportunity, but with Stoic wisdom, you'll recognize that the true opportunity lies in staying true to your values and not being swayed by mere words. Number 4. Saying, "I love you insincerely." It may seem like a chance to boost your ego, but for a man grounded in Stoicism, it's also an opportunity to practice discernment, to stay anchored in his principles, and not let flattery dictate his actions. In conclusion, never allow sweet words, no matter how enticing, to cloud your judgment. The essence of winning at Stoicism lies in remaining true to yourself, to your values, and not letting external validation or criticism define your worth. Remember, as the Stoics taught, your inner peace and integrity are far more valuable than any compliment someone can offer. Always ask the tough questions, stay alert to subtle manipulations, and strive to keep your emotions in check, no matter how sweet the lie may be. In the game of life, the true victory lies in mastering yourself, not in seeking validation from others. So if she compliments you by saying, "You are a great lover," remind yourself to keep a warm heart and a cool head. Now comment, "I keep a warm heart and a cool head." When you hear a woman say, "Go ahead and admire those beautiful girls, I don't mind," you should be cautious. While she might seem easygoing and relaxed at first, deep down certain things will undoubtedly stir feelings of anger and jealousy, such as when your eyes are drawn to an attractive woman passing by. It's important to recognize that women, just like anyone else, desire to be the center of attention for the person they care about. They want to feel special and cherished. This seemingly casual permission to admire others can often be a subtle test. It's a way of gauging your level of respect, loyalty, and how much you value her presence in your life. Consider this: imagine you're out with your partner, and your attention wanders every time a beautiful woman walks by. You might think it's harmless, just a glance, but what message does this send to the person beside you? In modern relationships, this scenario is all too common. Yet it speaks volumes about the respect and consideration you have for your partner. A high-value man understands the importance of being present and giving his undivided attention to the woman he is with, because he knows that respect is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. This doesn't mean you have to avoid looking at other people altogether, but it's about controlling where your focus lies and ensuring that your actions align with the values you uphold. A modern example of this can be seen in social media behavior. How often do we see couples where one partner spends more time liking and commenting on strangers' photos than engaging with their own partner? This digital equivalent of wandering eyes can lead to feelings of insecurity and mistrust. As a high-value man practicing Stoicism, it means understanding the impact of your actions and choosing to act in ways that build trust and respect. It also involves recognizing when you are being tested, not to play games, but to affirm your commitment and values. Stoic life lessons teach us to be mindful of our desires and to control them so that they do not control us. When a woman says she doesn't mind you looking at other women, consider what she might really be feeling. It's not about denying your natural reactions, but about choosing how you respond to them, Are you allowing your impulses to dictate your behavior, or are you consciously deciding to act in a way that aligns with the respect and loyalty you wish to embody? This brings us to a crucial question: how do you navigate these subtle tests in relationships while maintaining your integrity and the values of Stoicism? Remember, being a high-value man isn't about suppressing your natural instincts, but about channeling them in ways that uplift both you and your partner. It's about understanding what Stoicism means in the context of relationships, how it guides you to be more present, more respectful, and more in control of your actions. When faced with a situation where your partner seems to be giving you a free pass to admire others, stay mindful of your values and the respect you want to show. Number 5. Phrase "you're my hero." When a woman tells you, "You're my hero," it might feel like a scene from a movie where the hero saves the day. But in real-life relationships, this phrase can be more misleading than it seems. While many men naturally want to protect and provide, and being seen as a hero taps into those instincts, you should ask yourself, is she genuinely admiring you? Or is she crafting a narrative to keep you hooked? When a woman uses this phrase, she's playing on a deeply ingrained desire that many men have to be seen as strong, capable, and indispensable. Superhero movies thrive on this concept, knowing that the image of a hero resonates with many men. However, in relationships, these words can be used as a tool for manipulation. If she says this to you, take a moment to think. Did she say this right before asking for a favor or help? Is she using it to soften you up, to make you feel good about yourself before making a request? This could be a sign that she's using flattery to get something from you. Consider whether this phrase has been followed by a request that benefits her more than it does you. For example, does she tell you that you're her hero and then casually ask you to buy her something expensive or help her with something that requires significant time and effort? Let me share a story that might resonate with you. A friend of mine, let's call him Jake, once dated a woman who would often say, "You're my hero," whenever he did something nice for her. At first he felt great, who wouldn't? But soon he noticed a pattern. Every time she used those words, it was quickly followed by a request, usually something that required a lot of time or money. Whether it was picking her up from a distant location or buying her something extravagant, the praise always came before a favor. It wasn't until Jake was nearly drained, both emotionally and financially, that he realized what was happening. She wasn't in awe of him, she was playing him. Once he stopped fulfilling her requests, the hero comments disappeared, and so did her interest in him. Jake learned a valuable lesson about the dangers of mistaking manipulation for genuine admiration. Now let's bring this back to Stoic happiness and the principles of Stoicism. How does recognizing these patterns relate to a Stoic mindset? Stoicism teaches us to value truth and wisdom over empty flattery or fleeting emotions. A Stoic man doesn't let his self-worth be dictated by someone else's words, especially when those words are meant to manipulate. Instead, he stays grounded, assessing situations with clarity and reason. Ask yourself, when you hear, "You're my hero," is it truly a reflection of your actions and character? Or is it a sweet lie meant to guide you in a direction that benefits her? It's crucial to remain vigilant and self-aware. The lesson here is that true strength comes from within, and genuine admiration will be shown through consistent actions, not just flattering words. In conclusion, practicing Stoic principles means maintaining self-control and ensuring that your actions align with your deepest values. It's not about getting caught up in fleeting attractions or empty praise, but about building stronger, more respectful relationships by staying true to yourself. Number 6. Phrase, "You don't care about me." Have you ever found yourself falling into a similar trap, mistaking flattery for genuine affection? How can the principles of Stoicism help you avoid being misled by such tactics in the future? The key takeaway is to stay true to your sense of self-worth and not be easily swayed by words that, while flattering, might have hidden intentions. Understand that real admiration and love aren't conditional or manipulative. A woman who truly cares for you won't need to use tactics to get what she wants, as your relationship will be based on mutual respect and sincere affection. Embrace Stoic happiness by recognizing your value and being aware of when someone might be trying to exploit it. As you navigate relationships, keep this Stoic principle in mind. Let your actions, not someone else's words, define your self-worth. When a woman compliments your appearance or qualities, it's natural to feel uplifted. We all enjoy hearing nice things about ourselves, but sometimes those sweet words may carry a hidden agenda. Let me guide you on how to tell whether these compliments are genuine or part of a larger scheme. Picture this scenario. She showers you with praise about your looks or character, but each compliment is followed by a subtle request. Maybe she hints at something she wants but can't afford, like an expensive handbag, or suggests it would be helpful if you covered her bills for the month. Perhaps she mentions how handy you are just when her yard fence desperately needs fixing. If you notice that her flattering words are consistently paired with requests, it's time to consider whether these compliments are intended to manipulate you rather than express genuine admiration. A woman who truly cares for you will compliment you simply because she wants to see you happy, not because she's trying to gain something. Her praise will be sincere and unconnected to any requests. It will come naturally, often in response to the thoughtful things you do for her, without any hidden motives. To put this in a modern context, imagine you're in a relationship where your partner frequently compliments your generosity. She constantly tells you how amazing it is that you're always willing to help others, especially with financial matters. She admires your work ethic and praises your ability to make things happen. However, these compliments are soon followed by requests. She needs a bit more money for something, or she asks you to cover her rent for a month because she's in a tough spot. At first, you're happy to help because her words make you feel valued. But over time, you start to notice that every compliment about your generosity is linked to her needing something from you. Is she genuinely appreciative, or is she using your desire to be seen as generous to her advantage? When she compliments you, do those words truly lift your spirit, or do they feel like a prelude to a favor she's about to ask for? Does she recognize your kindness just to get something in return, or does she praise you simply because she genuinely values you? These are crucial questions to ask yourself to understand her true intentions. In the Stoic mindset, particularly in modern Stoicism, we are taught to see things as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. Stoic happiness comes from understanding and wisdom, recognizing when someone is trying to manipulate us versus when they are sincerely appreciating us. Stoicism encourages us to maintain our inner strength and not be influenced by flattering words that are merely a means to an end. Number 7. Cautionary advice. By applying these principles, you can safeguard your peace and ensure that your relationships are built on genuine connections and mutual respect, rather than hidden agendas. So the next time someone compliments you, take a moment to consider the intent behind their words. Is it a genuine expression of admiration, or is there something else hidden beneath the surface? The message here is straightforward: be mindful of the motives behind the praise you receive, and strive to build relationships where love and appreciation are freely given, not exchanged for favors. This awareness will lead you to true Stoic happiness and help you cultivate a life rooted in authenticity and mutual respect. If this perspective resonates with you, comment "I agree." If you see things differently, comment "I don't think so." When you find yourself constantly paying for things in a relationship without any genuine offer of contribution from the other side, it's not just about financial imbalance, it's a clear signal that your relationship might be more transactional than you realize. Imagine this scenario: you're sitting at a cozy restaurant, the bill arrives, and as usual, you're the one reaching for your wallet. She doesn't even pretend to reach for hers, instead dismissing the subject with an excuse or a clever deflection, perhaps suggesting it's your role as the man to provide, or claiming that she's too stressed from work to think about such trivial matters. This isn't just an oversight, it's a significant red flag. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This wisdom applies to relationships too. A woman who truly values you will naturally want to share in the responsibilities, not just enjoy the benefits of your generosity. This is where Stoic happiness and modern Stoicism come into play, teaching us that a relationship should be a partnership where both individuals contribute to each other's growth and well-being. But let's dig a little deeper. You might have hesitated to address her lack of contribution, possibly because she has skillfully convinced you that her financial struggles justify her actions. She might weave a story about how hard she works and the immense pressure she faces, making you feel guilty for even thinking about asking her to contribute. She may say things like, "You don't care about me," or "You don't love me," implying that your love is measured by your willingness to cover her expenses. This is where the wisdom of Stoic teachings becomes invaluable. Seneca wisely said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." If she's taking advantage of your kindness to fulfill her desires without giving back, this is a clear sign of someone who wants more than she's willing to give, a dynamic that a wise man must recognize and address. Consider the situation where she hints at, or outright asks for, an expensive designer handbag, even if she's experiencing financial difficulties. The question is it truly your responsibility to fund her luxury desires? If she's expecting you to cover her past financial mistakes or support her extravagant tastes, this is a glaring red flag. Stoic teachers would remind us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Reacting with a Stoic mindset means setting firm boundaries and understanding that you are not obligated to fix someone else's financial situation, especially when it's driven by superficial desires. In the context of modern life, many men find themselves pressured into supporting a partner's lifestyle that they themselves may not even afford. This isn't about being stingy or unkind, it's about recognizing when someone is using you for their benefit. The teachings of modern Stoicism emphasize the importance of self-respect and mutual respect in relationships. A true partner will appreciate the value of shared responsibility and won't manipulate you with sweet lies to satisfy their own needs. The lesson here is simple yet profound: recognize your worth, set healthy boundaries, and ensure that your relationships are based on mutual respect and genuine affection. If you found this content helpful, please leave a comment and share your thoughts. Not sure what to comment? Just write "I dare" to let me know you made it to the end. And if you haven't subscribed to Epic Stoic Journal yet, now's the perfect time to join our community. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay strong and keep growing.